What is going on, guys? It is Dinosaurs, and I'm doing a video review of the Young Justice episode 6, and I didn't actually write down what it was called, so forgive me. Anyway, this episode for me was probably my least favorite of the second season so far, mainly because it didn't really progress the story much at all. Not that the entire season really did. Stupid Skype. Anyway, so it didn't really progress the story much. It mainly focused on the, 4 flashes, because what happens is Impulse, the grandson of Barry Allen, I hope I'm getting that right, travels back in time from 40 years in the future, travels back in time to the time of the present season of Invasion. So it mainly focuses on the Flashes, and yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of the Flash. I don't hate him by any means, but he's not my favorite character. Basically, a lot of people have been saying that this season erased Kid Flash from the show, because in the New 52 continuity of the DC Comics, Kid Flash, or forgetting his name, Wally West, sorry. Whew. Wally West is not there. He's just not there. And so people were thinking, oh, well, since they're doing that with the New 52, they're probably going to do that with the show, since he wasn't in the second season. And up until this episode, that was pretty much true. I mean, he was like, yeah, I'm giving up crime fighting. I'm pretty cool that way, I'm pretty awesome. And this episode, we get to see that he's going to team up with all the Flashes and, be a pretty cool guy and get up in his costume. So yeah, he's not completely erased from the show as of yet. I think maybe the people who are writing the show and everything saw that how much people were getting angry about how he was just not fighting crime anymore in the show or whatever, and so I think they wanted to show that he still is there and he's willing to be Kid Flash again. Like I said, it barely pushed the story at all, which kind of disappointed me. I was really hoping for this show to progress, because last week was really good. Such a good episode last week. Other than that, we find out that Roy Harper finds out, or we see that Roy Harper finds the original Roy Harper, because obviously Red Arrow is a clone, and we see the original Roy Harper, and he's got his stub going, his little stub. Now in the comics, the Roy Harper loses his arm, and he becomes Arsenal, and he has this cool little robotic arm. So I'm hoping that this Roy Harper, the original, will become Arsenal in the show. Otherwise, it's just redundant. It's just stupid that they even showed that he had a stump. So yeah, I thought it was actually pretty cool that they showed the original Flash, where he had his cool little Ares, or I forgot his name, his little helmet and the little 70s shirt or whatever. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, I didn't think it was the best episode. So I'm sorry to start these reviews for Young Justice on an episode that I didn't think was great. But I still, it showed subtle pushes towards a story that for some reason in the future there's a wasteland. It's just destroyed. Nothing's there really. And obviously Impulse goes back in time to try to, fix that. Now the problem is, at the end of the episode, they don't show that it's fixed in the future. So something has to go wrong within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully they'll progress the story, because I hope next week is a good episode. They need to progress this story, because there's way too many questions that need to be answered. Now, the only thing they did with this episode was put more questions into the atmosphere of the show. There's just way too many things going on right now. They need to flesh the things out. They need to stop asking more questions for the viewers and answer some questions. Who is this partner? Who is the partner that they've been talking about? There's just so many things. It's sometimes you lose track of what's going on in the episode. So I would like to hope that in next week's episode, at least a few questions are answered and they progress the story some more. So yeah, other than that, I'm going to give this episode, a 7 out of 10. It wasn't great, but it was okay. So yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys later.